I'm Teresa Woodard with a look at your headlines in North Texas. World Cup fever is gripping the nation, and it was on full display with Sunday's match between the Netherlands and Japan at Dallas Stadium in Arlington. The day began with one of the most iconic traditions in all of sports. Take a look at the way fans from the Netherlands get ready to cheer on their national team. A sea of orange parading by Choctaw Stadium and Globe Life Field in Arlington. Some fans from Japan even joined in, and they were given symbolic red cards by the Dutch. Now, not to be outdone, fans of Japan's national team descended on DFW as well. A big celebration of fandom and culture was on display in Plano Saturday night. We met a Japanese couple experiencing the World Cup for their honeymoon, and we asked what they were looking forward to.
You were telling me, I was asking you what your favorite food was so far, the food you wanted to try in America. What was it?
Like a big hamburger.
Okay, we can help you with that. Nikoko, you said you wanted to try?
Big beef.
Big beef. That is steak, that is hamburger, that is brisket. We can help you out. You're in the right place if you want big beef.
One couple in North Texas went on StubHub months ago and bought tickets to Sunday's match, but they nearly lost their chance to see it after those tickets fell through. They reached out to our news team, and here's Luke Clary now to show us what happened next.
The World Cup is finally here for fans of the Netherlands and Japan. It's the first match in North Texas. And for Greg and Alyssa O'Brien, it was supposed to be their first chance to see the Dutch national team in person.
You either do 2,800, 3,200, or 4,000.
They knew tickets would be expensive, so 6 months ago, they bought 3 on StubHub.
I thought the guarantee just meant that, we would have a ticket, period.
They paid almost $1,800. Then, the day before the match,
Your seller is unable to provide the tickets that you originally purchased. Oh, just devastated?
their seller could not deliver.
We couldn't believe it. We were shocked.
But we'll see the crowd and we'll just keep thinking about how we were supposed to be there.
StubHub's website says if tickets do not arrive in time, customers can request replacement tickets, a refund, or a credit. The O'Briens say that they tried to request replacement tickets, but customer service told them that none were available. Then we started asking StubHub about their case.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So after you reached out to them, we received an updated email from StubHub.
Suddenly, customer service was back on it, and it wasn't the answer they expected.
I wanted to let you know that we are actively sourcing tickets and have currently located 3 tickets, which includes suite access.
Now, they'll be joining fans from Japan and the Netherlands.
Power of the news, yeah.
The power of you guys of WFAA.
A World Cup memory back on schedule.
We're glad that they ended up doing the right thing.
In Dallas, I'm Luke Clary.
If you are headed to North Texas to see a match, we've got a few logistics you need to know about. The gates will always open 3 hours before kickoff to allow fans enough time to enter the venue and get settled. There is a specific rideshare lot for drop-offs. And if you are going to bring a backpack or a purse with you, it has to be clear so security can quickly check it. And that bag cannot be any larger than 12 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches. Behind watching a match, experiencing what Texas is really like is second on every visitor's wish list. Here's Adriana de Alba now with how World Cup fans are getting a taste of our world-class culture.
Welcoming World Cup fans from across the world, Hurtado Barbecue in Arlington is gearing up to welcome those big crowds.
This is the place. A lot goes into our craft.
General Manager Chad Stewart knows Texas barbecue is a must-have for traveling FIFA fans like this father and daughter celebrating her 30th birthday with a trip to the World Cup.
Everyone's kind of celebrating.
And part of that celebration means
Definitely have to try barbecue if you're in Texas.
I feel like it's the #1 thing I think about when I think of Texas.
travelers from near and far know what makes Texas, Texas.
From barbecue to the Fort Worth stockyards, it doesn't get more Texas than this.
We met this group
Howdy all.
here from the Netherlands.
Oh, it is awesome. The people are, guys, it's great? Yeah, it's great.
Excitement is growing, not only for Sunday's match, but there's true excitement in simply being here.
Never seen anything like this, Texas, the real experience.
For a taste of Texas, their first stop was barbecue.
It was fantastic. There are all different meats, spicy sausages, brisket.
And where are you headed right now?
To the rodeo. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the honky tonk as well.
Fans have waited 4 years for this, and a month of soccer fun is promising moments and memories for this family from Houston.
It's going to be the first time that we're going to live it, well, especially me, but especially with all my family, so it's exciting.
Excitement seen and felt at every turn with a warm Texas welcome. In Tarrant County, I'm Adriana De Alba.
So players and coaches measure their World Cup memories in trophies and goals, but not so much for the families that love this game. As Jobin Puniker discovered, it's really about the unforgettable adventures.
We had really good seats close.
When you've traveled the world for 5 decades watching World Cup soccer,
This is 12 for me and Dan's 9th World Cup final.
you come away with some stories.
This may be the leader in the clubhouse for World Cups.
That's right. I'm going to get a Sharpie so I can autograph a lot of stuff.
And who better to tell them than Dan Hunt and Bob McNutt?
That's number 9.
These trips have become pages in the family's album.
13 and 10.
One owns FC Dallas, the other Collins Street Bakery. Dan's on his 11th World Cup, Bob's on his 14th.
You were so tightly packed in the bus, you could not move.
Yep.
With every World Cup came a new experience, another story they can now laugh about.
So there's Dr. Pepper.
Like the time they needed to get 7 cases of Dr. Pepper through customs.
What's this? Dr. Pepper. You understand medicine. Dr. Pepper.
Or that time they needed to pass liquor through Qatar.
Bob introduced them to magic, where he passed the bottles around the outside of the metal detector. Said it's magic. You didn't see it.
Every games, you can bet, Dan would find a pickup soccer match somewhere. Bob would keep his running streak alive.
I ran every day for 38 years.
Every day, at least 1 mile.
Even if that meant running through a game park outside Durban in South Africa.
He had gone out on a run in a game park, and he'd run through the leopard area.
They still have the tickets that span not just years, but continents. And they'll never forget the matches, the last World Cup being their favorite and arguably the greatest.
Boy, Messi. I mean, Messi, there's no bigger star than Messi.
The Argentina-France final that ended in a penalty shootout.
For Messi to be the Messi he is, he had to win a World Cup for Argentina.
The beauty of the World Cup is somebody always rises to the challenge.
Fast forward 4 years and Messi and Argentina will play in the U.S. at AT&T Stadium, a dream many more years in the making.
Their dad attended the World Cup final in England, and he thought it was a sport worth bringing to America. And that's the reason soccer is what it is today.
This year will bring new memories.
Now we're up to Moscow.
The families won't have to travel as far this time.
The '94 World Cup here was a novelty. Not very many people knew that it was happening.
The U.S. is still relatively new to soccer. This World Cup can prove we've grown. Dan and Bob have witnessed the game at the greatest places.
The guy that owns the Patriot.
And now, the most familiar.
It's been fun, and I look forward to many more. How about that?
That's right. That's right.
In DFW.
That's it.
I'm Jobin Puniker.
Tremendous memories. Those are your headlines from North Texas.